is Alex Martin and welcome to Teachers TV. Tonight our program, we will be crossing over to reporter Steffanie Kriz to discuss teaching in the 21st century and how teachers can prepare their students for the future. An interesting trend has surfaced over the last few years, indicating that today's students aren't properly equipped to handle the challenges of the 21st century. In tonight's program, we will discuss the characteristics of the 21st century learner and also how we as teachers should tackle the task of providing for their education.
We are here today at Lakeside Primary School, interviewing some of the faculty on their opinion of how to teach this modern generation of students. So how do you plan to teach the children of the 21st century?
As a teacher, I think it is the utmost importance to teach children independence and to develop their own love of learning. This is best achieved by a combination of tried and tested and innovative teaching methods. Children are brought up with a lot of technology and they are competent and they love using this technology. However, it is a mistake to assume that computers are the only effective way to teach. To properly cater for the needs of 21st century, children need to learn to use computer technology, books, rote learning, physical learning, handwriting, a wide and diverse system of learning that incorporates different techniques from other methods of learning, for example Steiner and Montessori methods, as well as the mainstream, is the best way to encourage students to find intrinsic motivation for learning and to take an interest in the world around them throughout their lives. Who knows where students' lives will take them? With a broad approach to education, they will develop the self-reliancy to make their own way. The important aspect to remember is that children learn differently. Some thrive off book learning, while others shine as in technology. Should we deprive children of reading books or of the opportunity to enjoy books because it is considered dated? What kind of teachers would we be if we didn't challenge our students to use something different, to try an alternative road or different methods of learning? We should not be teachers that indulge students by letting them take the easy path. We need to challenge and encourage our students to try new things, be accepting of the different and not be daunted by the new, and this is how we need to prepare our kids for the challenges of their generation.
I plan to teach students through optimistic ideas and positivity through drama and appreciation of the arts. Not only relying on technology to convey communication, but to instill the importance of communication skills and oral communication. In the future workplace, these students will need to be able to communicate effectively, and not just through emails, blogs and the phone. So I will teach life communication skills that will be valuable in the future. This will help them face the challenges of the 21st century, the challenge of technology being the only form of communication. So now we have an expert in our studio, Dr. Mary Fields. Now, Dr. Fields, why do you think there is such a difference in the educational learning that takes place with today's students than those of previous generations?
Well, there is mounting evidence that today's students have different learning processes to the older generations. That is, their brains are programmed differently in how they both retain and process information. This is commonly attributed to the fact that today's modern learner, those born after 1982, are constantly exposed to ever-changing technologies and the internet, all fast-paced, interactive and exciting mediums. Often it's clear that educators are pinned down with the egocentric notion that students should learn the same way they did. But this notion does not cater to the needs of the student, and in turn they get left behind.
And what are your suggestions as to how we tackle the education of these modern learners?
Well, modern students tend to multitask. They're used to information conveyed through both audio and visual means. Coincidentally, the more traditional forms of teaching through textbooks, etc., they do not engage the modern learner. Teachers need to incorporate exciting, interactive and challenging aspects to their curriculum.
And so what kind of learning experiences do you suggest?
Well, it is important that today's students are provided with opportunities to be creative. They also need to develop their own learning. To do this, they must be provided with opportunities to explore and make their own connections to the learning that's taking place. It's also relevant to note that modern students excel in group work as opposed to individual centralised tasks.
Well, thank you, Dr. Mary Fields.
Get set, go.
Well, that's all we have time for tonight. Thank you for tuning in to tonight's short segment of Teachers TV. We hope you enjoyed our program. See you next week for our special 15-minute program on a Teachers Technology Design Challenge. Hope to see you then. I'm Alex Martin, and have a great night.
Mom! What, darling? Hurry up! We've got to be there in like 20 minutes and we haven't even left yet.
Okay, shush. Where are we going? going? Just be calm. Where are we going? What's the street?
17 Nicholas
I'll type it in my
Drive.
GPS. It's not working. I've got a street directory in there. Just look up that. You can do it. Come on, you can be my little map girl. What are you looking at me for, though? What are you looking at me for? Just look at the map.
I don't know how to use it.
Nicholas Drive, so you look that up at the front.
Can't we just use the GPS?
Darling, sweetheart, it's not working. Please just look at the map. It's not that hard. You're smart enough to do it, darling. So is it there or is it